Hey guys, it's going to plus back down more to your day. And I haven't made a college football video in a while now, like at all. Well, I guess you can count the draft, but there's technically NFL players at that point. So, yeah, I watched the NCAA, well, I guess not even call it anymore, EA College Football 25 trailer. And, well, usually Madden trailers are either completely negative or really mixed. This one's actually been pretty positive. Now, people are making just bad takes about why the game sucks, but we're not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to look at some images from the trailer, talk about the trailer, then go into some extra info from the website. I'm not some in-depth guy working with EA, so all these opinions are completely original. And since I've never played a college football game before, this is a completely new experience for me. I don't have high expectations like a lot of other people do. I'm just looking for a game that revolutionizes EA. And yeah, so first you can see this was what they were showing for the premiere for the college, before the trailer. This was a reveal teaser, I guess, if you want to call it that, with the Tigers mascot. Which I know this picture doesn't look especially good, but if you haven't seen it, the trailer, go watch. It's way better than what this looks like. But yeah, great detail here already. Like they really hit off with a bang. You get into the trailer, you see a bunch of teams, like the Florida Gators touching that crocodile head. You saw the that weird rock thing, and you saw the blue Boise State turf, which I think that's a huge motivation to just play as Boise State, just so you can have colored turf, or maybe in your team builder you'll be able to have your own colored turf, which that sounds interesting now. But you can see, I think this is Donovan Edwards here, rushing against Ohio State. I really like the lighting already. Like, just everything looks great. I hope this helps with how weather looks in Madden, because I think weather also needs a change. And maybe if cloudy games look more special, I think that'll help with realism too. You can see the Jordan logo. You can see the Big Ten, despite this image not being the best. And then, dude, I'm telling you, the lighting, I think that's a really underrated feature. I feel like this lighting in this trailer, it looks real. It looks great. Like, look how the helmets are gleaming. Look at the top guy to the left. Look at that what's y'all name? At USC. Okay, Southern Cal, yep. Look at that helmet. That is gleaming. It looks really, really nice. And this is how in-depth, like, maybe replays could get. The game would look really nice as well. I don't think it will. I don't think replays will look like this if you hide all the screen stuff. But if it could look like this, that'd be amazing. Then you saw the locker room stuff and getting ready for the game. Like, even one animation per team is enough, because there's 134 teams. You're going to be playing a lot of different teams each year. You're going to be able to watch each of their special animations. Like, dude, it was really cool seeing the players come out of Notre Dame, out of LSU, and, like, all of that looked really, really promising. Like, I know they got this straight from the real LSU stadium, or whatever you call it. Not stadium, but their locker room and such. You can see Jones, Jr., Allen, I don't really know who the guy back there is, but this just immerses you so much. And it's crazy because Madden doesn't have anything like this, and they only have 32 teams. This is definitely going to push up the competition because there are two different development teams for these two games, Madden and EA. I mean, Madden and college football. Which it kind of feels weird to call it not NCAA since I've known it as that for so long. But you can see Oscar Delp here. Yeah, I know my Georgia players make a move on an Alabama defender. I will be honest, you don't see his juke move much. I don't do many backwards jukes, so maybe that's the reason. But it really feels like you don't see this move much. I think this is not Alabama. I think this is maybe South Carolina. This is not Alabama. Maybe Mississippi State. I think it's South Carolina though. But yeah. The player models look pretty similar to Madden, I'll be honest. That's one thing that people hate, that the models look the same, but I don't know what they expected. I really just don't know what they expected, like, the game to be looking actually like real life. I don't really know. But then you got the Tigers guy here as well. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. But for my pictures, the trailer was really good. EA is usually really good at making their cinematic trailers look great. And they did it again here. All the in-game sounds and the players rallying and stuff, it just made the game feel so real. If 70% of how the game's going to feel the entire game, which I know is cinematic, so it's not going to be exactly the same, is going to be great. Then we heard the commentator. There's just 5 different commentators, I think, something like that. We'll be checking that out later. But this game is looking to be amazing. I know there's people that are going to hate the game no matter how good it is, but I am personally excited because I've never played college football before, so it's going to be a whole new experience for me to play with all these different teams. It's just going to be completely new for me, so I don't have anything to be biased of, to be honest. I'm not like everybody else who is comparing it to the old games. This is going to be complete. I'm going to review this as a complete standalone game, pretty much, since I've never played the older games. But without further ado, let's get into the website. EA College Football 25. Bring glory home. It will be available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S. And people are mad that it's on PC, but apparently it's because barely any of their audience is on PC, and then barely any of their audience that is on PC is in North America. So they didn't think it was worth it, I guess. But as you can see here, there's a few things to check out. Campus IQ gameplay, trademarked. The Campus IQ gameplay feature set introduces all new composure system. That sounds really interesting. Player wear and tear, screen shaking home field advantages, and dozens of diverse playstyles across 134 FBS teams. Specifically, gameplay, I'm not too interested. I mean, I'm going to love the gameplay. Because Madden's is kind of off. But this isn't the biggest pull for college football, obviously. But it is still important because what do you do most in Madden and EA College Football? You're going to play matches in big games. True college gameplay, powered by a wide range of player ratings that fluctuate throughout a game, team tiers, and a new in-game passing mechanics. EA Sports College Football 25 delivers strategic, fast-paced gameplay reflecting the true depth of college football. Now, I'm interested because it says new in-game passing mechanics. There's more? I mean, passing isn't very complex, but even with the new placement plus accuracy stuff, it still isn't too complex. I wonder if maybe there's different types per QB, like maybe an improviser has different skill sets and ways to throw than a just pure arm rocket guy. But we're going to have to see what that means later. There's not much to draw from here. I mean, clearly it sounds good. We can't really know much. This is kind of vague. But it does say it'll really feel like college football. It makes me more hopeful that it will be nothing like Madden or only slightly similar. Wear and tear system. Manage your player's health, limit fatigue, assess risk of injury, and avoid on-field mistakes by using strategic substitutions to ensure your players are at their best when it counts. Avoid on-field mistakes sounds interesting. Like maybe if you're on 3rd and 25, you could sub out all your more slot receivers for all deep threats. Or if it's 3rd and 1, in game you could sub in your power back. Or at the goal line you could sub in all your tallest receivers. That's what I want to see. Because for some reason, if I wanted to put in all my deep threats on 3rd and long, I have to go to my depth chart and go switch in all of my best deep threat receivers, which is just not worth it in the game. So you might as well just keep it the same. But that sounds really interesting here. This limit fatigue thing does worry me. That's like one of my big things. Because Madden's progressive fatigue is absolutely broken. To the point where if you're late in the season, players will play the first quarter, especially wide receivers and running backs, and then miss the rest of the game through the progressive fatigue. You have to turn it off in your franchise, or it will break your entire franchise. I think they will be revamping it here. That's what it really sounds like, because it's called something new now. Wear and tear system. I'm hoping it's good, but if it's anything like Madden, it's gonna be a negative more than it's a positive. Pre-snap recognition. Get the intel you need at the line so you can read the field and make the right decision when it matters most. So I'm assuming there's going to be things on the screen that you have to pay attention to. Kind of like the exclamation point on 3rd down if you have an ability to see if somebody's blitzing. That sounds nice. If there's other things you can learn, maybe like once per play, you can see one zone, or if it's a man, somebody playing man, or if they're trying to do contain. Just more things to make you pay attention before snap besides just looking at your play and then snapping the ball, which is always a plus. Because you do see a lot of adjustments on the line of scrimmage in college football. Home field advantage. The host team has tangible gameplay advantage in every matchup to test your squad's in-game composure as you face various levels of distractions like screen shaking, missing pre-play icons. This sounds like the same as Madden. Now, there's probably going to be some new additions since there's so many more teams. You can't just only have a few home field advantages. But I do think home field advantage need revamp. They're kind of bland. I don't even check what the abilities you get are before a game anymore. I kind of just go with how the game is going. I don't read them. It just doesn't feel worth it. But with 134 teams, I don't think they're all going to have different home field advantages. That'd be insane. But as long as there's like 30 new ones, I think I'd be fine with that. Maybe not 30, maybe 15. I'd be happy with a good amount of new ones. But that's it for the gameplay here. Iconic atmospheres, pageantry and traditions. Revel in the sights and sounds that electrify college football stadiums every Saturday. With the traditional team runouts, rivalry rituals. I did not mention that the first time I read this. Synchronized crowd chants, loudness meters, as well as real game day audio, fight songs, and of course mascots. It'll feel like home everywhere you look. Certain things I want to point out here. Rivalry rituals sounds really interesting. Like every time you play Georgia, Florida, they'll tell you the all-time record, and it'll be called whatever the Georgia game is called. Like I think Georgia Auburn is called Good Old Fashioned Hate, or is that a different team? I'm not sure, but that's really fun. Loudness meters, like maybe the commentator, like a image shows on a meter shows on the screen, and then the commentator mentions how loud it's getting on this 3rd and 10 on a 1-score game. That sounds amazing. Game day audio, which as I said, watch the trailer. There's a lot of things like that sound like the players. The commentator really sounds like he's there at the game. The fans, the fight songs. We didn't hear any in the trailer, but I'm really excited for that. Mascots, of course, you know about that for a long time. But yeah, this is big. This is one, like, if you want to take one thing away from the trailer, because this is what the trailer focused on the most, look at the pageantry and the traditions. Commentary broadcast. Listen to the iconic voices of Kurt Herbstreit and Chris Fowler. They call marquee matchups with Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Ressie Davis. Take the mic for all your other games. So, I don't think they're going to have visually representing the commentators. I don't think that's what's going to happen, which I don't really care about that personally. But it seems like there's going to be 2 commentators, Kurt Herbstreit and Chris Fowler, for, like, I don't know, SEC championship games. And for the regular games, it's going to be these 3 all switching out, and maybe... We haven't heard anything about halftime, though. I'm a little bit worried about the halftime show, to be honest. I'm really excited for the commentary teams, but halftime, I'm fearing it might be Jonathan Coachman or something, because they have not mentioned anything about halftime shows, despite all the commentary focus before this game came out. Game modes win it all. Now, Dynasty. Create a coach and build a powerhouse college football program from the ground up. Establish your coaching staff, recruit the best talent, utilize the transfer portal, and watch your program ascend to the sports pantheon. What everybody's looking for. Either this or Road to Glory. Dude, I'm telling you, you're going to see some absolutely absurd 20-year or so dynasties from some big college football YouTubers. This is going to be a big comeback, so I hope EA didn't mess this up. They didn't really say anything about it in the trailer, but you could see that college football championship. It looks beautiful. People say recruiting in NCAA 14 wasn't the best, so I'm hoping, which I didn't play, I wouldn't know, but I'm hoping recruiting is about way more interesting than scouting is in Madden. Transfer portal sounds really interesting too. That sounds extra fun, like kind of signing, but way more competitive than it is in Madden, because you might see a 5-star transfer out of Notre Dame, and you're, I don't know, Clemson trying to pick him up. But also, watch out, because FSU is trying to compete for him too. Dynasty is going to be fun. One big problem is not cross-platform right now, which is absurd. It's just weird. I don't know what they're doing with the PC, not having PC compatibility and no cross-play in Dynasty. We're going to see what's up with that later, most likely. Road to Glory. Live the life of a student-athlete with your creative player and take home the Heisman as you build an unforgettable college football legacy. Manage your weekly schedule, GPA, and your image. Earn coach trust to get more playing time, or use the transfer portal to get the time and glory you deserve. Let's be honest. Madden Superstar mode is okay. Face of the franchise, trash. Long shot, trash. Superstar mode seems somewhat interesting, though, and Road to the Glory needs to be 3 times, 4 times better. Now, I've never played Road to the Glory. I've played MLB The Show 21 my career, and that's better than Madden's. That's MLB The Show 21. That's better than current Madden, in my opinion. I have more fun playing that. 2K, I remember playing 2K. I remember playing 2K22. that my career was so much further than Madden's right now. Road to the Glory needs to be the best career mode out of every sports game for me to feel like it's worth all the hype. I'm very excited. I don't think I'm gonna be using myself as a player, but I think I'm gonna have the funnest QB Road to the Glory of all time. I'm telling you, it's going to be really good if they can get this just right. You're managing GPA that seemingly affects your playing time, your coach. If you start calling audibles when he doesn't want you to or something, or you throw to not the primary target, I don't really know, but you need coach trust. I don't know what they mean by manage a weekly schedule, but that does not just sound like playing the game every week. That sounds way more in-depth. There's a ton of things to look at it in Road to Glory. And that kind of makes me more excited for it than Dynasty, which is crazy. But that's how it should be. All the modes are competing to be the most popular Ultimate Team. Build your dream team of college football stars and legends. That is one thing that interests me. I don't care about... if I play Ultimate Team, I'm not spending any money on it. But I would like to see someone build an all-time Georgia team. Look, imagine this. Stetson Bennett. You got... George Pickens, A.J. Green, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley on one team with Brock Bowers. I can't remember offensive lineman's name, but we have a lot of good offensive linemen too. N'Kobe Dean. Also, you hear Roquan Smith. You hear most of these are more recent because I haven't been watching college football for a ton of time. But yeah, I don't care about this really. But solo challenges sounds somewhat interesting. Maybe I'll try it. And despite this definitely be the least popular game mode right now to most players, it exists, and they're probably gonna try to get as many college football legends as possible in this game, which will be fun, I guess. Finally, Road to the College Football Playoff. Experience a new way to play competitively and represent your favorite team in the Road to the College Football Playoff. Time to pull by upsetting toughest opponents, make it to the playoffs, and vie for the national championship. This sounds like a more competitive, gameplay-focused, one season, trying to win the college football playoff thing. Which is probably why it's crossplay. They're worried about dynasty, so they're testing it out on one season to see how it works. Which means I think it might come later in the year, kind of like Madden's did. Which that's what I'm hoping, I'm praying. But this is like one season. So maybe if you just started playing, you want to start with just a good team, try to win the national championship in your first year. If you just got college football like I will for the first time. I hope there's a lot of good commissioner tools for this as well, since it's only one season. This is going to be an interesting way. I think with how many content creators do one season videos on like imperialism or whatever, I think this will be fun. I think this will be good for them, extra content. You don't have to build one season, so it probably won't take up much space on the game. Probably have a lot of different versions of these. But I guess, would Team Builder even work on this mode? I'm pretty sure it won't. But people say it'll probably just be replaying the last season, which means the same schedule as last year, not this next year, which is also interesting. Not much to say about this mode. They're pretty vague about it. I think it's just a one-season franchise with one-season dynasty with crossplay. But that's about everything. I could dig deeper for some of these things, like how, like the PC and stuff, but that's not kind of how I feel. I'm just trying to enjoy the game. I guess I should probably look at this one day, but that's how I'm going to end it. I don't want this video to get too long. I really did enjoy talking about this, though. I just want to get some information. This is basic information. If you want to see more in-depth stuff, check out people like Eric Rayweather and Matt Brown on Twitter and YouTube. But I enjoyed talking about this with you guys. Check out my next video. Probably should be Madden 25. See you guys later. Adios.